What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the King's Vibe podcast. Today, I got all my goons in the building. So I got DJ the Juice Man, and we're gonna talk about his outfit in a little bit. Give me 1 second. I got Nicky two times, and I got my little man Peanut.
Bro,
I like that. Little Peanut.
I want to start off with congratulations, King Vibes. Right now, they're hitting 1K on subscribers.
Oh man, hey.
And we're building that reputation. So let's.
Yeah, I like that. But thank you to everybody that watches, subscribe, like, comment, share, and all the good stuff. It's because of y'all, and obviously y'all my people. For hitting that 1K and going up. Kind of talks about what we do here and stuff. But today we do want to talk about reputation. So we're gonna talk about why it is important to build a good reputation. What happens when your reputation kind of goes all the way to the left, and what you can do to help kind of bring it back up. I have people who've built a really good reputation over the years, and they're gonna share their knowledge. But what we're also gonna do is we're gonna call people in to share their knowledge as well. What's good, gentlemen?
Oh yeah, I'm living great.
what's up, little dude?
Oh, he didn't make that Peanut comment.
hey, welcome back though.
I'm glad to be here, bro.
Hey, if y'all remember from the last video when we talked about stress, Peanuts was stressed out that day, so he didn't make it. So
He couldn't make it. Gotta blow some steam.
I appreciate that, man.
all right, so today we want to talk about reputation, and I think we're gonna probably differentiate between reputation and character, and kind of see how different they are and how they kind of cross each other and stuff. But to begin with, just so we're not reading the dictionary to people, what is reputation though?
I think reputation. You talk about how reputation and character are different, and they are different. But I think your reputation your character lays the foundation for your reputation. So reputation is basically like people's view of you, or that's it basically. It's how people look at you, or how you carry yourself. So when they say your name, if you say, hey, who's this King Vibes dude? Who is Kusi? What he about? And if they're like, hey, every time we see his videos, it's always positive stuff. He promotes motivation and all this other good jazz. That's your reputation. That's people's perception of you, and you completely own that. So
Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Definitely. Your reputation is your personal resume of you. It's unwritten. It's something that you bring with you everywhere you go. It's something that you portray. It's something you hand out. But everybody knows what you are when they know your reputation before you even They know who you are, what you're about. They know everything about you because they heard from the grapevine. That's your reputation, your resume.
hey, your personal resume. I like that.
I know, right?
I like that. Hey, Nick finally came up with something good.
Hey, baby, I'm out here.
Hey, but if you remember though, I think he's using his degree a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ever since he graduated, bro, he been different.
It's your first degree. It's all the schools, brother.
Hey.
I think your reputation is your blueprint. You know what I mean? So it's what people think of you. You know what I'm saying? So when they say, for instance, they say Kusi, what are they gonna think about when they say your name? So that's your exact reputation, your blueprint, your not only your background, but what you're all about.
No, I like that because the blueprint's like on paper and you're looking at it, you're seeing it, you're building, you're growing, you're making it before you even put the concrete to the foundation to the ground. You're making it, and that's where it's set in stone.
What you building, bro?
You're building your reputation. You're building your resume.
With all the concrete to the ground, and
you gotta set that foundation.
Hey, remember what I said, bro? The foundation of the reputation is character. So yeah.
Then you expand off it. Your blueprint's never done.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it too.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, I think your character is you. You know, it's one of those things about you that you probably won't be able to change. It takes a lot of work to change your character.
I think you can change character,
But it takes a lot of work.
it does.
However, though,
It does.
your reputation is the image that people see, and that's not really your character. So you could be lazy as hell, right? But you show up to work early, and you know everybody shows up to work and they see you. You know, you're not putting in any work at all. But just because you show up to work very early every day, people are probably going to see you as a good person, and that's the reputation you're building.
You're always here on time.
But the character of you as being a lazy person is the you. You know, it's the no drive person that you are. You know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
That's one of the realest things I've ever heard, because I tell people that because at work people be like, oh man, you out here, you always doing this, you always doing that, you always got your hands on something, and I'm like, bro, legit, I'm the laziest person I know. Like, I don't want to do.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, you want me to hit him with it?
Yeah, hit me with it. What I'm saying is like, I don't necessarily like doing anything because that's what makes people lazy. They don't like doing anything, and I don't like doing a lot of things that I do. So I feel like I'm lazy, but I show up to work early. I plan things. I execute things. So that gives me a reputation of being highly motivated. And it's just like, I'm not necessarily motivated. I mean, I am, but it's not like I got this outrageous amount of motivation. It's just like, nah, I kind of planned it out. Yeah. So I move pieces on the board a certain way to make sure that I maximize my potential in my time.
So you're planning your reputation. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the blueprint.
The
blueprint.
Well, your reputation and your character can also be different. So sometimes you get some reputation based off what some other people might already put in for you. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to that job interview, or you get to that one company, somebody already put in a good word for you. So they already built that reputation before they even met you. So now when they meet you, that's when that character aspect comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't determine what a person gonna act or behave, or what kind of foundation they're gonna lay before you meet them.
That's that first impression. Yeah,
exactly. Like that. So that first impression is gonna put you there. But if somebody like, let's use Peanut for instance, he already had a job. He gave me he gave the whoever the owner is a good feedback about me. Now I'm coming in a few weeks later, so I already have some type of reputation based on what you say about me. Now they have to build a resume on me based on how I react when I do get in the company. Mm-hmm. So that's a character at this point. Like, how are you gonna? What that first impression gonna be? What's your resume gonna be? Because you can be great on paper. Doesn't mean that's what you're gonna be when they meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree with you, like 100%, and vice versa. On the other foot, like, you definitely see people too that you just do not like working with, man. Like, get out of my way, like, for real. Like, go out the other room. Like, I don't even want to look at you. But on the other foot, man, they're the best people to hang out with. They got good knowledge on like what to do, the best places on this and that, and you need that too, you know. But like you said, it doesn't line always properly. But if you do have both, and you're building your reputation, you got good character, then man, that can go a long way.
Yeah.
Your character is what you do, like a culmination of what you do. Like, it's like weather and climate. Your weather would be your actions, and your overall climate will be your character, and they play a role together, and that's how that works. Because your character is just, all right, based on all these things he did, or all these things that I do, this is my character. These are the things I value based off of how I acted.
But you are the one that kind of sees your character, though, right?
Yes and no.
No.
You gotta be careful with that though, because sometimes people out on the outside looking in build a resume on your behalf. Does that?
That's
make sense?
reputation, isn't it?
That's a reputation.
That's what I'm saying.
Understand that
from an outside looking in.
Listen to what I'm saying. On the outside looking in, that's a reputation they're gonna build for you, but that can attack your character at the same time.
Yeah.
Because other people may not see what you're all about.
What you really
so
are.
they're gonna believe this is who you are.
That's one of my biggest things I do love is when somebody, because you do, I definitely hit this probably about 3 years ago whenever I went into a place where I went with a bunch of 30 people and I had to prove myself, kind of instance, so I had to build my reputation.
Did this last week, bro.
I like it. But I definitely had to prove myself, and some of the people that were there longer or whatever, they had a different view of me. They thought I was one way or whatever, but they didn't see that background stuff. So at that point, it didn't matter about me, what I looked like to them. It looked like what I was building for myself, and then to all of them, but my people that I came there with, and then we built out, and then a different reputation was built too. So I can definitely agree on that. But character and reputation, they definitely fall in line with each other 100%. And like we were mentioning earlier, it's just it's crazy how it's misconstrued. That word.
Misinterpreted.
Right?
Intertwined.
Yeah, it's intertwined because you can be charismatic. Boom, thank you. There, I got my dictionary.
For the dictionary.
I'm trying to pull him out. He's got him. I told you, I love this for that. But you can be charismatic and all that other good stuff. But when it comes down to your character and how you act and all that stuff, you can build a bad reputation too, and it's easy to destroy it.
Yeah.
So that's
True.
Well, good. So reason why we're having this conversation today is, we hop big on motivation and trying to build yourself, but also it's very important to know that your reputation of how people see you is very important as well, and that's why we're having this conversation. But what really is the importance though of a reputation, in the business and in our everyday life, what really is the importance? If I'm gonna, so let me spin it this way. If I'm gonna show up and my character is gonna talk, right? Why is it important that I also build that reputation, or people see that reputation part of it?
So I'll start with this one. It is very important for you to be truthful to yourself, because if you stepping out your house wearing a different hat every day, like, you gonna be confused yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So your reputation should be who you are, not who you want to draw out to the public, because eventually you're gonna slip up and your true self gonna come out. So it's best for you to present to the public who you are. Sometimes who you are may not want to come out of I don't want to say the closet, because it's with 2020 is not politically correct.
No, but I mean, it's right to say.
I mean, if you want to come out of the closet, come out of the closet.
Not
do what you got to do.
Not to that sense. I'm talking about like the skeleton in the closet. You can speak of that.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, let's have a podcast for that one. I respectfully decline.
I'm gonna let that one pass. We being professional.
I'm just messing with you. But it's the stuff that people tends to not let others see. Eventually, when they're around them and they see their true self, and they see what they're all about. So you gotta stay true. They always say, "Oh, stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself." It's up to you to make sure that who you are doesn't contradict with workspace or friendship, stuff like that. You gotta stay true to yourself. It's simple.
You want some of that?
Why is it important to have to build a reputation?
If my character is gonna speak for me,
Yeah.
why is it important that I have to worry about the reputation?
It's important because, and DJ hit on it earlier, sometimes your character is what it is. And I stated that your character is a combination of your actions, right? So, and your actions and your values. So my character is this, right? And say in my little circle, I got a reputation with y'all. Y'all see my character. But I go somewhere and it's a bigger community, right? That bigger community may not see my character. So because they may not see my character, they can build a reputation for me that is not influenced by me or my character.
Vouching.
Yeah, so it's important to make sure that you manage your reputation, because so where I work at, right, we got divisions, we got departments, and then we got the whole organization, which is a lot of people. So my goal was to try to work my way up so the whole organization can know my reputation. And my reputation was built off my character. So I had to make sure that I branched out and I went to different places and I did things in front of everybody, not to like make a showcase of myself, but when I did it, I was myself, but so that people can know when they see me and when they think of me later, like, oh, that's Peanut. I know what he about, because I made sure that I cultivated my own reputation as opposed to letting somebody do it for me. So when things come up and people think of me or they hear my name, they can say, that's who we want. We know we want that dude because he already showed us.
It's not even a question. You're already on the list. Who's
Yeah,
next?
exactly. So that's why it's important to build your reputation and to make sure you take ownership of it.
Yeah, 100%. Word is bond, and that's just the biggest thing. You say you're gonna do something, do it. That goes into your reputation. You're gonna be there, show up on time. All this stuff kind of builds into it, and when you build your reputation, it's not just like building it in the positive light. You can build it in the negative light, and one little mess up can destroy years of work too. So it's when you talk about reputation, it's something to be careful with. You know, it's that thing, because you're married to it. It's your first marriage. You know, that's you. But that is your identity. That's you, and that's how I feel.
And reputation also take times to build as well. Like, it may take some people. It takes them a few weeks, a few months, sometimes few years. But you gotta be willing to put in the time and allow people to see your true self, who you really, what you're all about.
I'm glad you said that. So, with reputation, can you build your reputation if you're the only one who knows about your reputation by yourself in a hole at your room, whatever, without getting out there?
And that's what I was trying to get into, though. You know, I don't feel like the reputation is about
So much.
you don't carve your reputation.
Yeah.
Reputation is so much how people see it,
Yep.
not so much about how you.
You can carve it though.
I mean, yeah, you
can carve
you
it.
The biggest thing is
you can create an image of you. However, how people see you is what your reputation is out there.
Yeah, and
you know,
that's kind of carving your image of you, because we can say to build a reputation is basically practice.
Yep.
It's practice. It's what you practice.
Networking. All
Right? Yeah, it's networking. It's sticking to your word. It's, if you can't make something, just let them know. I can't make it. Can you do this? Nope, I cannot. Can you do this? Yes, I can. And because I say yes, I can, then I will.
But
so you can carve that reputation. Now, the thing is about carving it is you have to understand that you are not the sole proprietor or responsibility for building that reputation, but you do play a very large factor.
Yeah.
But there are other stakeholders in building your reputation.
Yep.
you are the vital piece, the vital role, but the grapevine helps you along. They chisel it. So you're the rock. You're the main piece. You're the diamond, right? But somebody's got to form you to that little shiny little rock, the gem, the diamond. Somebody's got to put you there, and that's where that reputation is.
So do
you want to shine or not?
What I did, reputation is built like this.
is that why he said you know more about it?
So
You point on him.
I'm about to make an example.
he likes his outfit. That's what he likes. The outfit. Hey, I like.
Let's make this clear now. The only reason why I brought Peanut's name up because he had a skeleton. And
Literally
the last
a
line
skeleton.
of
He
work.
literally had a skeleton.
Hey, we're gonna have to talk about this, man.
Literally, I
a
came out with a
skeleton.
skeleton.
I'm sorry. Man knows about it.
Oh, about Nick?
Peanut. I mean, Nick got the skeleton first, put the skeleton on him, so that's how that works. But it's a plastic skeleton.
But
inside joke.
The thing is, though, right? It's like, so my character, I say what I do, kind of whatever it is you want to do it, right? However you want to put it. But it's built like this. DJ come to me with something, and he say, "Hey, Peanut, can you do this for me? Yes or no?" And then I say, "Yeah." And depending, if I do it, and depending on the quality of it, how fast I get it done, blah, 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 blah. If it's good, DJ, if somebody ever asks DJ about Peanut, then DJ can vouch and say, Peanut did this. And then Nick does the same thing. He asks me to do something, or we have some interaction where he said, "Hey, I need something done." I'm like, you know what?
I can do that.
I can kind of help you out with that if you want. And then I help him out with it. And then Kusi is the same thing. And that's how it's carved.
Switch foot. DJ comes up to you and he says, "Hey, can you do this for me?" Like, man, I got this appointment, da da da, which is understandable. But how do you think that reputation is gonna build?
Well, it depends, and I'm gonna ask him. and you can tell by kind of how somebody presents something to you, the level of importance it is for them. So before I even say yes or no, I'm gonna ask them if I feel like I have something that would impede or stop me from doing that. I'll say, hey,
decisiveness is very important.
Yeah, like what? Hey, what's the timeline on this? Yeah. What's the timeline? If I got some time, hey, I'm gonna hook it up. But if I don't have the time, I'm gonna let them know, hey, bro, you know, if I have the time, you know I'll do it, but I don't want to let you down. So I can't say yes to that.
Gotta build that reputation.
Yeah. Because honesty is the most important thing.
Yep.
It's not about necessarily what you do or don't do. It's about the honesty. How honest are you about it?
That's funny you said. It's honesty is policy. That's what it is. Kind of.
And reputation is like it's like being in a business. Now, if I get a job done for Nick, and I know for a fact that the timeline that he want me to meet, I'm not gonna be able to meet the timeline. I should be able to sit down with Nick, tell him the truth. Try not to. Hey man, like I know you wanted this done on Wednesday. It won't be done until Thursday or Friday.
Sometimes I like to front load that.
You know what I'm saying? Just be able to actually be truthful to yourself. Guess what? Now Nick know that, hey man, like this man, like he honest. He told me he wasn't going to be able to meet that timeline. Now he meet the Thursday timeline. I can refer him to the next guy who needs that same service that I needed 2 months ago.
Boom.
So being able to actually build your reputation, also build your network. So you're out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So as a
business, but your name's
so as
out
a business,
there.
you're out there. So it's like branding your name, that's what people don't understand sometimes. When you put your name out there, you also marketing your name, you're branding your name.
I like that.
So people, when they say they can do something and they don't show up for the job, they don't get the job done when they're supposed to, that actually killed your name. That killed your business. Yeah, you may be able to make money for a year or so, but 10 years down the line, what are you gonna do? Because you can't keep your words. You can't not. If you can't keep your words, you can't build a company. You can't not have a foundation to build wealth.
Let me ask you a little bit off of that, something to branch off of that. So when it comes to reputation, do you think like planning is a key factor into building your reputation?
Very key factor.
Can you plan for reputation? Is it something that's spot on? Is it spontaneous? Is it like right now? Is it you throughout the years? Is it something that you don't even know about? What is it? Like how do you get reputation?
I don't think personally you can build for a reputation. You can only be truthful and respect other people's schedule and their plan. So that way that will come together, hands to hands with your reputation. Now, if you respect what I'm doing and you understand where my goals at, the primary goal for a company, whenever you're doing a search for a company, to understand what are their goals, can I meet their goals, and if what I'm doing, can I present it to them so that way they know exactly what I'm about to do for them. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like having a house. When you build this house, I can promise you, if you walked in, you can't not picture what's going on inside the house because you see a bunch of pole and just beams all over the place, nothing. But a contractor can picture already what this house is going to look like when it's finished. You cannot picture that if you haven't seen it. You understand what I'm saying? So that built the builder's reputation of what he's saying to you. Now, the finished product is what gets you to where you need to be. That's what's going to build that reputation. So if you cannot provide that finished product, your reputation is online. Whenever you do something, you speak, you provide a service, your reputation is online. Period.
I like that. Yeah. So like
everything's a test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything.
So as an individual, you need to respect my goals. You need to respect my brand. Know the blueprint. Learn the resume. Keep it pushing. Let's get that reputation built.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it. That's pretty good.
So your expertise is gonna cause you to make certain decisions and say certain things, and once you deliver on that, you build your reputation.
Yeah.
Build it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got it right one time.
Hey, one time. One time for the one time.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Hey,
there you
that's
go.
that 1K he was talking about.
Hey. But we're still out here talking about reputation and how important it is to build a reputation in our personal lives and businesses, in whatever we find ourselves. It's very important that we motivate ourselves throughout our whole whatever we're doing, but it's also very important that we continue to build our reputation. So what happens if we fail to build a reputation?